I'm Mitch Henck with a few thoughts on the right to work hearing and vote. I saw headlines, hasty vote. Well, first of all, the hearing started at 10 a.m. They voted at 6:30. People spoke all day. And a progressive friend of mine said, well, they could have done that for 5 days. The Republicans weren't going to change their mind. What kind of a democracy do we have? Well, I remember during the Obamacare vote in 2010, Republicans said, they're shoving it down our throat. Well, shoving it down our throat is Latin for we have the votes. People only shove when they have the votes. The Republicans weren't going to change their mind after 9 hours of hearings or 5 days of hearings. Just like I tell my progressive friends, you've been listening to Ronald Reagan and Barry Goldwater and Scott Walker your entire life. You haven't changed into a conservative yet. So it's the same thing. People don't change. That's why you have to win elections so you have the votes. The other point is unions can still exist. They just have to rely on dues from voluntary members. It can't be garnished. You have unions in right-to-work states in the South that are actually getting bigger now. It's incredible, but it does exist. Now, unions under the law, the National Labor Relations Act, could choose to represent members only. So non-union members would not get represented, but unions don't want to do that. They want to control the entire workforce under the contract so that when the management has to fire somebody, the younger workers get fired first. You've got to preserve seniority at all costs. If you don't have that, then you could keep the younger workers and fire the bad older workers. That's what's going on here. My point is, if you are in a union and you don't pay dues, you shouldn't get benefits. If you do pay dues, you get benefits, and that's it. It's a volunteer organization, not a government agency. Senator Wirtz said, well, I didn't vote for Scott Walker. I lost. Does that mean I don't have to pay taxes for roads? No, Senator. That's the government. It's not a private organization. My 2 cents, my 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Bill McCoshen can get things done. A law changed. A referendum passed. Capital Consultants at Bill McCoshen. See you next time.